Before jumping into a discussion of the role of theory in evaluation, it's probably worthwhile to establish how I'm defining theory. According to Fred Kerlinger, a theory is a set of interrelated constructs, concepts, definitions, and propositions that present a systematic view of phenomena by specifying relations among variables with the purpose of explaining and predicting the phenomena. In other words, a theory is an attempt to explain what we see happening in the world by defining specific concepts and determining how they are related and why. Theories about the world underlie our thought processes even when we're not aware of them. When I was running a diabetes management study, I met a man who commented that he ate a lot of sweets even though he knew that he could suffer severe consequences. He described himself as crazy and said that he needed to see a psychiatrist. Without knowing it, this man was espousing a theory of health behavior. According to his theory of health behavior, normal people make rational choices about health behaviors based on their knowledge of health. Therefore, he must be abnormal. An alternative theory would be that normal people make choices about health behaviors based on unconscious psychological processes that have nothing to do with health knowledge and everything to do with the meanings we assign to food or physical activity. There are still other theories that can and have been posited to explain health behaviors, but these two suffice to illustrate what theory is. So what is the role of theory in evaluation? Shadish, Cook, and Levitin write that evaluation theories are like military strategies and tactics. Methods are like military weapons and logistics. The good commander needs to know strategy and tactics to deploy weapons properly or to organize logistics in different situations. The good evaluator needs theories for the same reasons in choosing and employing methods. So in other words, the choices we make about how to design evaluation should be based on our understanding of how the world works. If they're based on a faulty understanding of how the world works, we're not going to get the information we want, or we're going to misinterpret that information. To explain that idea, I'm going to talk about three ways in which theory is related to evaluation. As described by Donna Mertens and Amy Wilson, these are social science theory, program theory, and evaluation theory. Social science theories are our theories about human behavior in the social world. Health behavior theories are social science theories. So are theories about group processes, political dynamics, and so forth. So why is social science theory important for evaluation? The answer is because social science theories underlie program theory and evaluation theory. Program theory is the theory behind the design of an intervention. For example, if I believe, like the man in my study, that for most people, health behaviors are largely conditioned by health knowledge, I would design a diabetes management intervention that focused on educating people about ways that they could better manage their diabetes. In contrast, if I believed that eating too many sweets was the result of associating those foods with the pleasures of childhood, my diabetes management program would be designed to break that mental association through a therapeutic process. These kinds of theories about how the world works translate into program theories, which we sometimes visualize as logic models. On the top of this slide, you see a very simple logic model of an intervention designed to improve blood sugar for people with diabetes through an educational intervention. On the bottom of the slide, we see a simplified version of the health behavior theory that underlies this program. Why does spelling out the program theory help us with evaluation? If all we want to do is to assess a program's ultimate outcome, like improved blood sugar, and decide on that basis whether to continue it, we don't need to understand the program theory. We just determine whether the outcome was achieved or not. However, as described in an earlier module, it's rare that an evaluation is designed for that thumbs up, thumbs down purpose alone. If a program failed, we want to know why. If it succeeded for some people but not others, we also want to know why. Understanding the program theory, or what we expected to see happen, helps us think about all the things that might have gone wrong, so we can refine our evaluation questions to get that desired information. Looking at the parts of this logic model, what might have gone wrong with our program? Moving from the right side of the logic model to the left, did increased knowledge not result in behavior change? Did increased knowledge lead to behavior change, but not enough to change blood sugar? Was the education we provided inadequate for increasing knowledge? Or did our teachers not even really deliver the education we designed? If the answer to that last question is yes, we didn't really see a failure of our program theory, but a failure of implementation. But we'll get to that nuance in another module. The point here is that understanding program theory is essential for designing most evaluations. The third kind of theory is evaluation theory. Evaluation theory is our understanding of what evaluation is and how it works, which in turn reflects our understanding of society. So, for example, democratic evaluation is based on the belief that the goal of evaluation is to serve the community at large. Furthermore, it posits that serving the community is best achieved through highly participatory evaluation activities. This evaluation theory is rooted in social science theory about power, empowerment, democracy, and the goals of civil society. The extreme opposite of this approach would be conceptualizing evaluation as the production of information by an independent evaluator who serves only the needs of formal authorities. Of course, this extreme idea is not one you're likely to find in the literature, but I hope that its extremity demonstrates that evaluation will look different depending on the underlying evaluation theory. There are a plethora of evaluation theories that we won't go into today, that you can find discussed in some of the recommended resources. Different evaluation theories address different issues in evaluation, as indicated by the sample theoretical questions on this slide. I want to return to the quote we read at the beginning of this module. The good commander needs to know strategy and tactics to deploy weapons properly or to organize logistics in different situations. The good evaluator needs theories for the same reasons in choosing and employing methods. I hope this module has demonstrated the need for evaluation activities to reflect our best understanding of how the world works. I want to end by noting that many theorists believe that the world's complexity necessitates that the theories we employ vary with the circumstances of the evaluation. According to Mel Mark, former president of the American Evaluation Association, the need to match theory to context is yet another reason for evaluators to think seriously about the theories they bring to their work.